My name is Maja Kazazic, and I grew up in Mostar, Bosnia. I always had dreams to be a professional athlete. That was something that I knew I was going to do. I thought it would be in tennis, but unfortunately, my life changed and things had to be adjusted. The war started originally in Slovenia, one of the republics of Yugoslavia, and it slowly moved to Croatia, and then eventually ended up in Bosnia, which is where I was in Mostar, Bosnia. And didn't really understand any of it. It was just something that was happening on the news.
We try to have like normal life, same when before war.
My mom had every single day set up a dinner table with a white tablecloth and a plates and, spoons, knives, and everything as though there was no war. She was doing something in the kitchen, and I had gone to the bathroom to wash my hands. And as I was washing my hands, I could hear my friends whistling at me from downstairs. And I thought, if I say to her that I'm going to go downstairs, she's not going to let me go. So what I need to do is I need to sneak out. I ran downstairs, literally like 2-3 steps at a time. And just as I sat down, I looked at my legs and I thought, boy, this cannot be happening. And that's when I saw my friend and her daughter literally in pieces. I could see my brother standing right across the street looking at the whole thing. And that was when it really hit me, this is really bad.
Maja was on the floor, and when I hugged her, she told me, Mama, do I dreaming? I told Maja, you are not dreaming.
I said, no, I didn't do anything to anybody. None of us did. We're kids. The whole thing was just a mess. I was transported in a car to this makeshift hospital. By that time, I was in excruciating pain. The only thing I kept asking was, I want to see my dad. I have to see my dad. I remember looking at him and I said, am I going to be able to play soccer again? And he said, yeah, you'll be as good as you in a few weeks. And as he said that, his eyes sort of teared up. And I was looking at him and thinking, I believe him because he's my dad and he's telling me this, but I see doubt in his eyes.
For first few days, they try to keep her leg, and one day they told us they need to cut it.
I had fallen asleep, and the next thing I know, I get woken up by a saw going right below my knee. And I can feel everything. I can feel the saw going, I can feel this burning sensation. I can feel I'm tied and I can't really move. And I remember them pouring some stuff on, and it was burning like hell. I mean, it was just burning like fire.
It was very, very, very hard for her, very painful.
We had no antibiotics. We really had no painkillers. The only way to fight infection was to really literally cut off the flesh from your body. So they would do that in the mornings and in the evenings. So that was really like surgery that you were really awake for. Twice a day we did that, and that was performed by a dentist because we really had no medical doctors, and so anybody that had any kind of medical training would kind of step in and help out. I was one day laying in the bed, and some lady came with an interpreter saying that she was evacuating 3 kids out, and I was one of the kids that she would evacuate if I wanted to go, and I had 20 minutes to decide whether I wanted to go or not.
I know if she stays in Mostar, she will die. Everywhere is better than there.
Now to leave my entire family with some strange woman who doesn't speak my language, to go where I don't know where I'm going, to be in such a shape, in the brink of death, it was really just unthinkable to me. It was one of the hardest things to do. I mean, to have your leg cut off without anesthesia, it's nothing comparing to having to say goodbye to your family, to your mom and dad, to your safety net.